It's Wayne Duncan, No Vision Duncan, and we're here with WWE 2K22 MyGM mode, the draft. As you can see from the background, we chose SmackDown as our brand. I think SmackDown is the A show. It's my favorite brand out of all the brands. So we chose SmackDown as our brand. I will be the GM myself, Wayne Duncan, as my kids are starting their wrestling careers through my rise. Me, on the other hand, I'm going on the business side of things, and I'm going to be a GM. And make sure y'all tune in to WrestleMania this weekend as I record this. Tomorrow will be WrestleMania night 1, Saturday, and then night 2, Sunday. I'm going to be tuned in. Make sure y'all tuned in. Won't be attending this year as I did attend WrestleMania 37 last year in Tampa, but this year it's in Dallas. So I will be watching it from home. Now, the setup for the draft, the setup for the GM, we are going to be going up against Raw, which is probably the most, Raw's still good, but it's probably the most boring out of all the brands. NXT is a little bit better. SmackDown is definitely better. So we're going to be going up against Raw. Sonya Deville will be the GM just because she's a bitch sometimes. So we're going to go up against Sonya Deville and Monday Night Raw. For the setup, for the settings, I can't show y'all because I already set it up. We are playing on and y'all know me, we always play on the hardest difficulty, so we are playing on hard. So it is going to be a little tough, but it's going to be a challenge. And that's one thing about GM mode. You know, you actually have a goal, unlike Universe mode. The difference is you actually have a goal and you're trying to win at the end of the year. We are going to be doing 50 weeks. So that's the longest you can do. Unfortunately, you can't continue after that. It just straight up just ends. So we're going to be doing 50 weeks, and then we went ahead and we actually edited the draft pool. So any like legends that, have passed away, just like Universe mode, we just made them inactive because this is as real as it gets when it comes to realistic. So we went ahead and edited the draft pool, and then unfortunately though, not everybody's going to be in the draft pool off rip. You're going to have to sign more free agents during the weeks. I can see like somebody like Roman, Randy Orton, they're not even showing up. So, and I even had to load this up a couple of times just to get certain people that I wanted to show up, especially with my first 2 picks that I'm going to be doing. But that's how we set it up. And I know with the lack of features when it comes to GMO, and we compared this with the Universe mode setup, Universe mode doesn't have the promos anymore that GMO has, or GM has the ratings and, the show logistics and all that stuff. GMO also doesn't have a lot of match types. It doesn't have, you can't pick the number of matches. You're limited to 3 matches. You can't, you don't have all the titles like Universe mode. You don't have the IC title, US title, tag title. And let me know in the comments what y'all think about this and what we should do going forward with the GM mode, the realistic GM mode. And I thought about this, and this is another reason why I took a while to actually start this mode. Should we either, because I was going to wait to see if 2K was going to put out a patch, but I don't think they're going to, put out a patch for like more titles and shit. I think they're going to wait till 2K23 and try to sell it as a new feature, which it shouldn't be that way. But should we just do the mode straight up and just, as a storyline, just say, with us starting as a new GM, starting in a high school gym, new GM, new to this, should we just say for storyline purposes, Vince McMahon has limited us to just the world title and the women's title, and we have to try to win in show ratings through the 50 weeks without the IC, US, or tag titles? Or do we pretend, make believe, and pretend that we have those champions on our show? We just gotta, imagine it and just say, "Oh, Finn Balor is the Intercontinental Champion, or Kevin Owens is our, U.S. champion, or him and Finn Balor are our tag team champions," and just, make believe, make it up that there are champions. But those titles don't exist in this mode. So let me know in the comments what y'all would rather see. Should we just pretend like they're there, or just say, fuck it, go through the mode the way it is? Vince McMahon said we have to win the ratings with just the world title and the women's title. I think that's the route I'm thinking about going, just so we have to make shit up. But with that being said, let's waste no more time. Let's get on with the draft. As my first pick, I had to upload the draft pool a couple of times just so she could show up. My favorite wrestler, the boss, the blueprint, the standard, Sasha Banks. Let's go ahead and make her our #1 overall pick, and she will also be my women's champion starting out. So we're going to go ahead and pick Sasha. And then let's see who Raw takes. And they took Drew, who was going to be my second pick. So, that fucking sucks. And I wish like Roman was here. Probably would take him. But he's not. So, we're going to have to make an adjustment. And I'm thinking, let's take Finn Balor and make him our Universal Champion, a title that he never lost. I'm going to do it. Finn Balor over Brock Lesnar. And they take Roderick Strong. Another thing, though, I like GM mode because it's more strategic. You got to use strategy. And this was my go-to mode back in the day when I was a Jet. From SmackDown vs. Raw 06, 07, and cheating ass 08, which you can never win. But that was my go-to mode, and I like the strategy. And I like the strategy in this, how, like, we could spend all our money, take the top stars, but then we go into week 1 and we're broke. Or you could be conservative, save your money. You can, lose in the ratings during the week, but then when it comes for the pay-per-view, you can get your power cards and all that and upgrade your TV crew, advertisements, and put on a great show at the pay-per-view and, make a comeback. So it's just all strategic with the fighting classes, the heels and faces, and but pick 3. I think we could use Brock Lesnar. Still hasn't been taken. Let's get somebody that could be in competition with either Sasha or Finn Balor. I'm thinking Kevin Owens. Or, I'm not picking Charlotte. Bianca or Becky. I think I'll take Becky. Need another top female on the roster as they go Bianca. And then I'm actually going to take Bobby. There you go, Mia Yim.
A guy who will dig into the trenches. Good to have on your side.
I'll take Kevin Owens.
Who'll be the round 5 pick of the
there you go, John. So it looks like they're taking. They're trying to save their money. Stania's trying to save her money. Let's go. Let's get another female. Let's get Rhea. Actually, I'm not even paying attention to my budget. Let's look down here a little bit. You got Bayley down here. Naomi. No, let's take Naomi.
Naomi. The GM is feeling the glow.
There you go, Sheamus.
I like this pick.
So we need another dude. Maybe like a Ricochet, Sami Zayn. Brock's still sitting there. That's crazy. Let's see. Bayley. I need to take another dude. Samoa Joe, maybe? Ricochet. See, that's why I hate that the IC title, US titles aren't available. And then, like with the tag teams, they have no point. What's the point of the tag teams fighting every week. They got nothing to fight for unless it's like a rivalry shit. Just make up tag, anybody tagging up together, two people in a rivalry, so you put all four in a tag match. Like, ain't no point in tag teams. Like, at least add the tag titles to this mode. But I think we're gonna take, I don't know who to take. Let's go Pete Dunne, who's known as Butch now. Tony Storm. Yeah, let's be different. Let's take Pete Dunne. Since he is on SmackDown in real life now as Butch, let's take Pete Dunne. As they go Kyle O'Reilly, so two NXT people back to back. So like they copying us. We really don't need tag team. I would take the Usos right now, but no point in having tag teams. Got to pay attention to how many heels and faces I have. So we took Pete Dunne. Let's go. Bailey's still there. Let's get one of these females down here. Let's get Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke taking her talents to a new night.
There you go, Kaylee Ray.
GM is betting on.
We'll go kind of want to pick Samoa Joe. Let's go main event Jey Uso, man. Let's go main event Jey Uso. Maybe we can push him as a single star. Or keep him in the tag team. Then we'll go with Shotzi.
Raw looking to add to its haul with another
They go Otis.
Brawler joins the red brand.
He'll be put to the test on this show, but he's more than ready.
I'm thinking Rhea Ripley. Let's go. I just took Shotzi though. So we'll take another dude here and then we'll go Rhea Ripley next if she's still available. So that's what I do. Do I go ahead and get the other Uso? Yeah, let's just take Jimmy. There you go, Tyler Breeze. So I'm gonna go ahead and get Rhea.
Even late in the draft, you can still find diamonds like this.
There you go, Oni Larkin. Yeah, we running low on money. We might have to wave a white flag and just exit the draft now because it is optional at this point. After round 8, you can opt out or you can keep going. Me personally, I'm trying to build up a big roster. I want to have enough people. As we took Rhea Ripley, let's go ahead and get another dude. Let's go and get Mustafa, Ricochet, MVP, R-Truth, Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe. See, that'll take all my money. Let's go get Ricochet. It's gonna cost that much. And Raw's doing a hell of a job. Like, they taking everybody that's under 200K. So they got money. And I mean, Quinn Wilde, he's the only person I can afford at this point. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and end the draft for us. I don't want to spend all my money. We want to go into, we want to go into week 1 with a little bit of cash on us. Like, that's not how I want to start my business GM career, just going in broke as hell because I spent all my money on my roster. They ain't going to have money to set up the matches or the promos. So let's just go ahead, end the draft, confirm my roster. There you see it, me and my squad. I think we did pretty good.
It's another big pick.
As Raw continues the draft, they take Tony Storm. They get Daivari. They get Joaquin Wilde. And that's it for Sonya and her team. So looking at the comparisons, so Finn Balor and Drew, Becky, Bianca, Sasha was our number one pick. And they have 3 more people on their roster than us. But overall, I think we did a pretty good job balancing out. You know, we took a woman first, and then man, then woman, then man, then woman. So we should have enough on our roster to start off. And the first week, so we got Triple H sending us a message. Tonight is the night, the debut show. We have high hopes for you. And let's see, I was born for this. I'll try not to let you down. And that's another thing I like. You can either decide to agree with Triple H and try to achieve the weekly goals that he has set up for you, or you can just do whatever the hell you want and just go against them, and you have a choice. So I like that too. And let's just say I'll try not to let you down. Like, I was born for this. All right, and then our champions. So our world champion will be the first male that we picked, who was our second pick. The guy that never lost his Universal title in real life, had to give it up for injury and hasn't had it back since. Our Universal champion will be Finn Balor. And then our women's champion will be our number 1 overall pick, my favorite wrestler, the boss, the standard, the blueprint, Sasha Banks. I'm going to confirm those selections. And this is the booking. You got the show logistics. You got the managed roster. As you see, you can still sign free agents. Let's just take a peek here to see who's out here carrying Cross, Cesaro, Jordan Devlin, Eric, Danny Burch. You got the enhancement talent, the local talent, and I like that feature too. I just wish that you could use these guys. I'm pretty sure people have them on community creations, but I wish they were just available in the play now mode, in universe mode, and the other modes. Like, I hate that they're locked behind this mode, but that's a cool ass feature. I like local talent. Who knows? We could probably even sign one of these people and give them a push. I know it's gonna be hard because the popularity is low as hell. Or we could just use them as jobbers. Like, we can do whatever we want with them. So I like that feature. And I think the free agents, they change every week. So you always want to check the free agents. You got the power cards here that you can buy. And then the ratings, it'll show the ratings after every week. Then you got your little journal with the goals so you can keep track, promises and notes, contracts coming up. So that's it for the draft. I think we had a good draft. We got our champion, Sasha Banks, Finn Balor. Let me know in the comments, though, if y'all want us to just pretend that we have the IC title and the SmackDown tag titles, or we just use the storyline as Vince McMahon sees us as a newbie and he wants us to go 50 weeks with just 2 titles on the show. So we're kind of handicapped. But that's the draft. Team SmackDown going up against Sonya Deville and Monday Night Raw. Make sure y'all tune in to all the episodes that's going to be coming out. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment. I'm out of here. I'm gone. Peace out. Dunk Squad.